Hey, what is going on, guys? Hex coming back in today with a brand new video, and as was down title below, be the top we're talking about today in Kokkoku, this new show that involves not time traveling but time stoppage. And I gotta say, if I don't give away in the title, this is really a great episode to start Winter Anime 2017 off for me. There's another show I want to pick up on that came out Friday that I want to pick up, but this show really just, I loved it. The way it presented itself was different than other time stoppage shows. And it's not, time stoppage isn't used as much as, like, I guess, time rewind per se. So now, with that being said, how about we hop into what the video is going to be about and or what the show is about. So this show starts off by showing us just a normal family, nothing special about them. Their daughter Juri and or the female character within the family, one of the two I believe actually, it's just a normal everyday girl that's went to school, and it seems as if she's someone in the family that's actually excelled and wants to move to the city and wants to go farther than what her other family members have gone. We see that her brother's a deadbeat, see that her dad's a deadbeat. They just don't have any ambition, to do anything whatsoever. And her grandfather was the only one that actually really worked, it seemed as if. But everything changes when some just random group of thugs kidnaps her brother and also her nephew, and they think that they're going to cough up 5 million yen, which is just like an absurd amount, right? And we're just kind of like, oh my god, can they even afford this? And we do find out that they actually can. And then what happens next is kind of crazy. Juri and her father are told to stop by her grandfather and or her father's dad and says, hey, come here and put your hands on this rock and don't move it. And we see that he actually slices his hand and spills blood into it. And you're just kind of like, what the hell's going on? Especially after what you see in the introduction of the show before we even get to meet this family. And we see that time stops. We see spirits, and that's the thing. What are these spirits in this world called stasis, as he likes to call it? Stasis is a world to where you can lose yourself, so you must be careful. And he goes into great detail of how, hey, there's people that have lost themselves very, 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 very badly. And no, I don't know why I said very so much there, but he said there's people there that have, really lost themselves, to the extreme, to the sense where they were devoured by this world called stasis. And it makes you wonder, could that have something to do with the spirits? And that's what we do get to see at the very end. But just before we get into that, they finally make their way to where the kidnappers told them to meet them up, and everything's going smoothly. They can't move. Everything is still frozen. But then all of a sudden you see other people that are actually able to move in this world. We don't know much about them. It seems as if they don't really know too much about this world either, which leads to the question, is there more stones out there? And if so, how come they're able to move? Does stasis not affect people who have already been within that realm per se in general? I don't know. And that's something that is really interesting to me. And I can't wait to, until we get more context on stuff like that. But we also get to see that there's more powers. Within stasis, we see that the grandfather can actually use teleportation. And apparently that's because he's a disciple of someone who, I guess, I don't know, originally made this. I don't know, which would have been his father, because he said his father was the one that actually told him about stasis, showed him what stasis is. So we need more context on just that term in general, disciple. We know what it means, we understand what disciple means, but what I'm really essentially getting at is, disciple of what? Disciple of what group, or who per se? Is it truly his grandfather? Who? We need more information to assess what's so special about being a disciple in general, not just the word disciple itself. And apparently the grandfather is actually the one who holds the key to that, because whenever these people do show up, they say, hey, only the grandfather needs to be the one alive here. No one else does need to be alive here. And then we see that Harold shows up, this giant monstrous spirit, mysterious monster per se, this monstrous spirit. It's just huge, it's just massive, and maybe that's the guardian of this realm known as stasis. So that's something that's really interesting. It seems as if it's only going to attack the people that are assaulting our main cast. I don't know why. Maybe that's why he said people were devoured by this world, because they lost their way. So I mean, he did go and they stole money, they became peeping toms, and maybe they did stuff like this, right? They hurt innocent people. I don't know. But I do got to say the opening was a very unique opening. I like the song. It's just really cool. The ED and the fan service was spectacular. I know. I understand. It was good, okay? I'm a guy. I get it. But besides that, I like the song more than that, actually. The song was actually just really freaking good. And, yeah, I love that song. It's really good. I want to listen to it again. It's just so good. So make sure you guys stay and watch the ED. I can't wait for season 2, episode 2 to actually come out. I'm thinking of Overlord, man. Just got done with that. It's in my head right now. So, yeah, but I can't wait to see what actually is going to happen next with the series. I'm very excited to see where it's going. Of course, the next episode will be more of a review. It'll kind of still be a first impression until we get into like episode 4, or 3. We probably won't really get to reviews yet. These are nothing but first impressions for the time being. But other than that, guys, go watch the show. A plus. The way it presented itself was unique. There's not that many time stoppage shows out there. There's way more, just like rewinds more than anything. Hell, there's not even that many flash forward anime. I don't think I've ever seen one. All I've seen is like Erase, Through Zero, and I haven't seen Steins Gate, but I know what it is. Obviously, it's more time rewind than stoppage, and they make this world truly feel like it's another world in and of itself, because it's the same world. They're still on Earth when they do it, but it just feels like a totally different world. It's weird. So, other than that, guys, be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, follow on Twitter, X25. See you guys next time. Peace. Thanks for watching, guys.